And when I say I want to make sure we're clear, I want to make sure we're clear. There's there's a grand level of stupidity that seems to be plaguing um, the times in which we live in today, in 2019. I want to welcome y'all. Today is Monday. It is the 14th of October. And I got a morning show to get to, so I'm going to give y'all this 15 minutes of funk. Appreciate you guys for being here. There's a there's a level of stupidity that exists in today's society out of convenience. Um, there's a term, the masses of asses. And only certain people is built for this thing that I like to do over here. Only certain level of people is built for it. I'm built for what I do. I have the intelligence. In addition to that, I can articulate everything that I say. You cannot beat me in what I say. If so, individuals that have corrected me, I have publicly apologized and told them, I didn't look at it that way. You're absolutely right. But here's a narrative that's going to be a home run to what I'm saying here this morning. Fathers, we go to court and we fight. And society only tends to look at deadbeats when it comes to identifying a father. Now, for those that was following me for my 9-year career on public radio, and then coming over here bringing this thing onto YouTube, for those that was covering me, there has been a level of consistency that I maintained. I said it then, I'm going to say it now. Little Sara is on her way to school. A van pulls up and tries to abduct little Sara. Little Sara fights off her abductor. Little Sara is deemed a hero. Little Sara is on Oprah, Ellen, The Morning Show, Today, Good Morning America, Good Morning World, Okie Dokie, Heroes.com. Little Sara is deemed a hero because she fought off her offender. Christopher Smith and many, 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 many fathers like us, we go to court and fight, and we're not looked at in the same manner. I publicly can say Atia Bradley prostituted our daughter to the system. Today is October 14th, 2009. I say the date when I say these things because I want to always give Atia Bradley the ability to come back and sue me for slander. But you can't ever come back from a black man paying $410 a month for private school, never missed the payment, never said, hey, I only got 300, could you just add 110? I got it next time. Because this is what I was taught. And I was taught that by one Mr. Todd Smith. And in my book, it says, and I quote, in the dedication, this book is dedicated to Todd Smith Sr., my dad. Dad, I want to thank you for providing me with your DNA. Dad, I want to thank you for helping me and giving me the blueprint and showing me how to navigate myself throughout this cold, harsh world, as well as being a man. Dad, I want to thank you for teaching me that being a man does not make excuses. Dad, I want to thank you for showing me that being a man at all times is non-negotiable. Dad, I want to thank you for 38 years of life. I live up to the standards that my father gave me. The unfortunate is a lot of you men, you deal with women that don't have standards. You deal with women that you have no idea how to calculate the standards of what their mother or father or just their mom taught them. Now, I'm going to tell you something. In most cases, when you deal with a woman that was raised by a single mom, she will be wired for estrogen only. Let me get back to my story. I'm drifting. We go to court and we fight to be fathers. No one looks at the woman. No one looks at the fact that us men, we go to court and fight when we're not supposed to. We're not supposed to go to court and fight. This is why I publicly trashed the system as well as Atia Bradley, because I'm built for it. There are no flaws in my system. There's no flaws with me. I'm 50 years old. I have no felonies. I have 7 incomes. I wrote 4 books last year, 3 books this year, currently writing 6. Over the weekend, I found 3 more titles to write. I'm going to add that to the League Publishing catalog. I'm 6'1", 245. I'm very well articulate. I'm very well educated. I hold a pilot, CNA, CDL, motorcycle, and driver's license. And over the weekend, I was looking to see how I can obtain my helicopter's license. I'm flawless. I broadcast out of a studio. I don't do this thing out of my bedroom. When you often say you're a good father, the only thing people will rebuttal with, what about the no good men? What about the deadbeats? No one ever says to a Rolls Royce, well, what about Ford Escorts? What about little Ford Prius, Ford Festivas? No one ever says that. When you compare a Rolls Royce, you always go to Bentley or Mercedes. You always go to a premium brand vehicle. Whenever a father was challenged, I have been invited to speak on many forums, only to be challenged. Well, I deadbeats. What about the deadbeats? I have to tell them that this is the National Fathers League. I don't represent those guys. I have never, ever, in the 19, almost 20-year career that I've been doing this, have never, ever stated something that a father has done, only to have been told after that statement, yeah, well, fathers, blah, blah, blah. It's, well, the deadbeats, out of convenience, out of trying to change the narrative, out of trying to get me to now say, well, we're going to abandon the conversation of fathers. We're going to now start talking about no good individuals. It doesn't work with me. And I will annihilate you for that badge. I will annihilate you. I will annihilate you. I now understand why I'm the youngest of 4 boys. Why I was positioned at the number 4 spot, the last spot. I was last in life, always first to get my butt kicked. That butt kicking made me tough. The fact that I have an old soul made me always smarter than my years. And then only to go into the military and polish off that thing. You are looking at a polished act. That's what you're looking at. Don't come to me with, well, what about? Listen, when I say single moms, when I say welfare moms are trash, do not come to me with, but my mom was a good mom. Your mom was on welfare. Your mom is trash. Your mom had kids she could not afford. Don't tell me about how, don't tell me about that. I am the gatekeeper. I stand at the gatekeeper of greatness. Greatness only. Greatness cannot be challenged. It can only be complimented. You cannot challenge greatness with okay. You cannot challenge greatness with good. Appreciate you guys for being here. I got a morning show to do. I got 8 hours to rock your ears. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Have a good day, y'all.